guys, how you doing? Geoff here. We're gonna talk some Dune again. Now, before we get started, for the last video, that was a lot of views. It's one of my highest viewed videos, and it's actually one of my highest discussed videos. I want to thank everyone who came and watched and came and left a comment. Whether you disagreed with me, you agreed with me, I appreciate beyond all words. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate how much it is, how nice it is to discuss with you guys, hear your opinions, hear your thoughts. I truly appreciate it. Now, to tackle a couple of concerns. Yes, I understand you guys don't like this. I don't either, but we are in current year politics. Someone even brought up, I think it was either a tweet or one of the comments about, why can't this be filmed Lord of the Rings style? Well, I'm going to answer that right now. I don't even think in current year Peter Jackson can make Lord of the Rings the way he did in casting today. I don't think he could. I think he'd have to make concessions just because of current year social identity politics. I don't like them, but it's the way it is. Now, I will re-explain the point of I think this is just Villeneuve whistling to the left, who control the critics, the media, all that, to try and say, hey, look, I took this character and I did stuff that you like. Please talk about my movie. Please spread around my movie. Because, guys, let's face it, Dune, with science fiction fans like us, yeah, we know it. We love it. But normies, they have no freaking clue what Dune is. Hell, Jeremy, who's a geek gamer, barely even knows who Liat Kynes is. Can't even say his name right. No offense, Jeremy. Sorry, you're a normie when it comes to Dune. No offense. I'm not trying to call you out, but you're a good example. So I think it's a political stunt. I am not blind to the fact that there are SJW and identity politic flags popping up. I am hoping for the best, hoping for the best, but I'm steeling myself for the worst. I'm preparing for the worst. I hope it isn't, and if it is, you guys have my word. I will tear the movie apart. I will tear Villeneuve apart. And I will also impress upon you guys. I'm not saying go watch the movie, don't go watch the movie. You guys are more than capable of voting your wallets. I encourage you to vote your wallet. Please do so. If you want to go watch it, go watch it. If this isn't something that bothers you like me too much, but you are cognizant of it, go watch it. If this, you know, doesn't appeal to you, don't. That's totally fine. I respect your decision to vote your wallet. That's one of the things the Phantom Menace should stand for. Vote your wallet, vote your conscience. If you don't like something, you don't have to support it. I totally understand. I totally support your decision. Like I said, I'm hoping for the best, planning for the worst, and I know I'm not going to really talk about it on another point about the visuals. I think they look amazing. I was really worried about Oscar Isaac's Duke Leto. Those images instantly put that to rest. I was concerned about a couple other things, possibly image-wise. Totally put the rest on the imagery and all that. I'm stoked on that part. I'm hoping they stick to the story, especially considering, the controversy with Liat Kynes. We talked about that. I ain't going to rehash it. I ain't going to reiterate it. Just to say thank you, Wall. I hear what you're saying, good or ill. Thank you for a lot of you trying not to attack me. The one guy did the whole true Scotsman fallacy. I hate that because SJWs do that when you don't like something like Star Trek, Doctor Who, Star Wars. Please don't do that, guys. I'm begging you, please don't do that. Don't devolve into that. Don't do strawmen, apples and oranges, no true Scotsman. Come on, guys. We are Dune fans. Now, in the spirit of that, as you can see by the reflection of my glasses, for anybody who's new to Dune and don't understand what we're dealing with, I'm going to talk a little bit about still suits and what you'd want to carry into the deep desert and why. Just for something for a little fun and exercise. So without further ado, here we go. All right. As you can see here, as I have things brought up, this is the still suit. This is the still suit from the 2000s miniseries. And this is the still suit. Yeah, I love that. From the 1980s. And this is what the still suit looks in 2020. This is kind of a cross between the 84 and the 2000 series, and you can see here the face mask, which is good. I am still kind of partial to having the face mask because let's break down the still suit. Look, the still suit actually it has it up on the Dune wiki. So I still suit covering entire up to the neck and wrist for the hands. Gloves can still be worn. Blah 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 blah. Face mask and also. Okay, now this is it's basically a micro sandwich, a high efficiency filtered heat exchange system. Skin's contact layers porous, perspiration passes far, having cooled the body. Near normal. Next two layers are heat exchange filaments and salt participators. Salts reclaim motions of the body, especially breathing. Some odds provide the pumping force. Basically, the still suit eh, reclaims your water. It keeps water loss. With a Fremen and good working you won't lose a thimble full of moisture a day. In the 2000 series, they say 50 milliliter loss. All right. Basically, with a working still suit, water loss is so minimal that you can survive in the deep desert for probably a couple of weeks before you get completely dehydrated. If you keep the still suit on, keep it in working order, make sure you wear it, make sure you drink the water. Uh, when, even your waste, like taking a dump, it de dehydrates the waste, reclamates it, filters it, and gives you back into you as drinking water. Even that is how good the still suit is filtering out water and preserving it. Urine, same deal. So all the like your perspiration, your breath that has moisture in it, all of it can be absorbed by the suit and given back to you as water to maintain moisture. So if you're going to go into the deep desert, you definitely, most definitely, you want a working still suit. Okay, so just wanted to know that. Other things that you're probably going to want, in fact, let me bring that up. Okay. Basically, you want a gyro compass in Dune. Basically, to help you navigate the sands. I can't find the picture of it for Dune. Sorry, I'm only so good. But anyways, in Dune, you want some way to navigate by. You're also going to want food. Now, when it comes to food, because of the year that this show takes, well, movie show, I'm thinking 2008 series takes place, I'm willing to bet that they have small protein bars that's like has as much calories and proteins and all that as grandma's turkey dinner at Thanksgiving, all packaged into a bar that's probably 2 inches by 2 inches. Probably don't taste the best, but it'll probably fill you up for a day, and you about want as many of those as you can get. Something like that that's small, compact, has a lot of calories and protein because you're going to be out in the deep desert where it's really freaking hot. You definitely want that out in the deep desert. Also, things that you're going to want to have. Probably a couple of packets of water because while water loss is minimal, you're still going to lose water over time. After, a couple weeks, you will become dehydrated. Hell, even a 1 liter camelback will last you months because you may have to take a sip of it like once a week. Like, just, that's it. You don't have to drink very much because the still suit's going to be reclaiming your water as you go along. Something else you probably want to have, some kind of combat knife like a K-bar or a Chris knife, which is a Fremen knife if you're a Fremen, or a machete, something to cut with, something that you can defend yourself with. Now, out in the deep desert, if you wanted something like a rifle or something like that, that's iffy. Mostly because of the weight. You have to carry the ammo, or like a laser gun might not be the best idea, especially since laser gun and rifles they create sound. Sound travels through the sand. Big freaking worms. And I'm not talking like little earthworms. I'm talking worms the size of skyscrapers. Will hear that. They'll sense it. They come to you very pissed off and they want to kill you, crush you. So not something you want. Also, in the Dune universe, there are shields. Do not And I repeat, do not, under any circumstances, bring a shield unit to the desert. They can sense the vibrations. You will piss off every dune worm within a 200 click radius. They will come at you looking for blood. They go into a frenzy. It pisses them off. Don't do it. No shields. None. They can sense the vibrations. It drives them batshit crazy. The closest we have on Earth would be to basically walk up to a hornet's nest and kick it over. You're going to piss off them hornets. That's what you're going to do to worms if you bring a shield into the desert and turn it on. Don't do it. But other than that, tips. Some kind of tent or one-man sleeping system to protect yourself from the sun. Also, you're gonna want to travel at night because it's a lot cooler than traveling in the day. Traveling in the day, we're talking like you know the middle of the Sahara Desert or Death Valley at its hottest, like at 120 degrees. That's a normal day on Dune. You do not want to travel during the day. You want to conserve your energy and travel by night. Now, these are things I've learned from Dune and also as being a U.S. Marine. Now, granted, I only have basic survival training for desert situations, what to do, what not to do. Take that with a grain of salt, but these are things that I've, seen in Dune, heard from Dune, picked up from my own military training. So, you ever find yourself in a place like Arrakis, you want that still suit, you're going to want that knife, maybe some auxiliary water, some kind of food sustenance that's light and easily carried, a backpack, of course, a compass, and some kind of sleeping system for you can sleep during the day. Also, another trick, stay to the rocks as much as you can. Don't try to go out in the deep desert. Or if you're going to go out in the deep desert, if you can find rocks, go to the rocks. Now, I would say, if you know how to do it, of course, use a thumper. It makes no. You send it away from yourself. You call a worm. You ride worm. That worm can take you 600 kilometers on a good night, maybe even farther. You can cover a lot of ground with on a worm if you know how to do it. If you don't try it. You'll get killed. Anyways, guys, to wrap it all up, that was just a little fun exercise of what to bring, why you need it, why a still suit works the way it does, how it helps you in deep desert, and just thanking you all once again for coming to my video, liking or disliking it, leaving comments. Guys, I tried to respond to them all. I'm a truck driver. I was busy today. Every time I had a chance to stop, I'd check. Click, click, click. I'm just doing this on my phone when I'm not at home. Again, thank you. I like the discourse. Leave the comments. I'll try to get back to you. I'm only human. But I thank you guys for coming in and checking out my video and responding. That meant a lot to me. Thank you so much. Whether you agreed or disagreed with me, thank you. I'm Geoff. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for showing up for the last one, and I'll catch y'all next time.